Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an incredible story for you, one that will inspire, motivate, and amaze you. Have you ever met someone so brilliant, so far ahead of their time, that they could change the entire world with just their ideas? If this man were alive today, he would surely transform the way we live. His thinking was so unique, so revolutionary, that the world struggled to understand him, but he never let that stop him. He followed his dreams even when others doubted him. Today, we are going to talk about a true genius, a man whose ideas were decades ahead of his time, the one and only Nikola Tesla. So get comfortable, listen carefully, and improve your English while discovering the life of this extraordinary man. We will learn not only about his life, but also powerful vocabulary and lessons that can change your thinking. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10th, 1856, in a small village called Smiljan in what is now Croatia. His family lived a simple life. Tesla's father, Nikola Tesla, was a priest in the Serbian Orthodox Church. His mother, Nikola Tesla, was a housewife, but she was no ordinary woman. She was incredibly smart and had a talent for inventing small household tools to make life easier, even though she never went to school. Nikola often said that he got his creativity and intelligence from his mother. She taught him to think differently and solve problems in unique ways. From a very young age, Tesla was full of curiosity. He loved nature and science. He would spend hours observing animals, plants, and how things worked. For example, when he was just 5 years old, he tried to make a water wheel out of sticks to generate energy. It didn't work, but he learned from every failure. Tesla's imagination was extraordinary. One night, he and his cat were sitting by a fire. As he stroked the cat's fur, he noticed tiny sparks. This was Tesla's first experience with electricity, though he didn't know it at the time. Tesla had an older brother, Dane, who was the pride of their family. Dane was extremely talented, and everyone thought he would achieve great things. But one day, when Tesla was only 7 years old, Dane tragically died in a horse riding accident. This event deeply affected young Nikola. He became quieter and started spending more time alone, reading books and experimenting. Tesla excelled in school. He could memorize entire books and solve complex math problems in his head. His teachers were amazed, but Tesla had one weakness. He worked so hard that he would often get sick. In high school, he developed a fascination with electricity. He began dreaming of ways to harness it and use it to power machines. While other students were just trying to pass their exams, Tesla was imagining a future where electricity would light up entire cities. One day, Tesla saw a picture of Niagara Falls in a book. He imagined using the power of water to create electricity. Most people would think this was impossible, but Tesla believed it could be done. He told his teacher, "One day I will harness the power of Niagara Falls and light up cities." His classmates laughed at him, but Tesla didn't care. He had a vision and he believed in it. Tesla went on to study at the Austrian Polytechnic School in Graz. He worked so hard that he barely slept, often studying for 20 hours a day. But Tesla wasn't just a hard worker, he was also a perfectionist. One day, his professor showed the class a machine called a direct current DC motor and declared it could not be improved. Tesla boldly replied, "I can make a better one." The professor laughed and dismissed him, but this comment planted a seed in Tesla's mind. He began thinking of a new type of motor that would be more efficient and revolutionary. However, Tesla faced many challenges during his university years. His hard work took a toll on his health, and he suffered a nervous breakdown. He also faced financial problems because his family couldn't afford to send him money. Despite these struggles, Tesla never gave up. He continued working on his dream of creating a motor that would change the world. One night, while walking in a park, he had a sudden vision. He saw a design for a motor in his mind, a motor that didn't need brushes or wires. This was the beginning of Tesla's most famous invention, the alternating current AC motor. In 1884, Nikola Tesla, then 28 years old, packed his belongings and set sail for New York City. He had no money, no connections, and barely spoke English, but he carried something far more valuable, his incredible ideas. Tesla arrived in America with a letter of recommendation from a friend addressed to the famous inventor Thomas Edison, known for creating the light bulb and the direct current DC system. The letter read, "I know two great men, one is you and the other is this young man." When Tesla met Edison, he presented his ideas for improving Edison's DC system. Edison was impressed by Tesla's intelligence, but skeptical about his ideas. Edison challenged him, saying, "If you can improve my system, I will pay you $50,000. Tesla worked day and night to redesign Edison's motors and generators. After months of hard work, Tesla succeeded. But when he asked for his payment, Edison laughed and said, "You don't understand American humor." Tesla was heartbroken. He had been cheated. Despite this betrayal, Tesla didn't give up. He believed in his vision of a better electrical system, one that used alternating current, AC, instead of DC. Unlike DC, AC could travel long distances and power entire cities. Tesla's ideas were revolutionary, but no one wanted to fund his experiments. For months, he struggled to survive, doing small jobs like digging ditches for $2 a day. Even in these hard times, Tesla never stopped dreaming. In 1888, Tesla's luck changed. He met George Westinghouse, a wealthy businessman and inventor. Westinghouse believed in Tesla's AC system and offered him a contract to develop it. Tesla finally had the support he needed. Westinghouse paid Tesla $60,000 in cash and gave him a share of the profits. Tesla was overjoyed. He used the money to set up his laboratory, where he worked tirelessly on new inventions. Tesla's AC system was a direct threat to Edison's DC system. What followed was a fierce competition known as the War of the Currents. Edison tried to prove that AC was dangerous. He even went as far as electrocuting animals in public demonstrations to scare people. But Tesla wasn't afraid. He demonstrated the safety of AC by passing the current through his own body to light a bulb. People were amazed. Slowly, they began to see that Tesla's system was the future. In 1893, Tesla achieved one of his greatest victories. He and Westinghouse won the contract to light up the World's Fair in Chicago using Tesla's AC system. This was a turning point. Millions of people saw the power of AC, and Tesla became a household name. But Tesla wasn't done yet. He remembered his childhood dream of harnessing Niagara Falls to generate electricity. In 1895, Tesla built the first hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls. When the switch was flipped, electricity flowed to the city of Buffalo, New York. Tesla's dream had come true. Tesla's mind was a treasure chest of ideas. He invented the Tesla coil, a device that produced high-voltage electricity and became the foundation for modern wireless technology. He dreamed of a world where information could be sent through the air, an idea that laid the groundwork for Wi-Fi and mobile phones. While many people credit Marconi with inventing the radio, Tesla's patents show that he had the idea first. He believed machines could be programmed to do human tasks, paving the way for modern robots. His experiments with electricity also helped advance the study of X-rays in medicine. While Tesla's inventions changed the world, his personal life was filled with challenges. He was more interested in ideas than money. He gave up his rights to some of his patents to help Westinghouse during financial troubles. This decision cost Tesla millions of dollars. Tesla also lived a lonely life. He never married, saying, "I have given my life to science." He often worked late into the night, fueled by his passion for discovery. Tesla's ideas were so advanced that many people didn't understand them. For example, he envisioned a worldwide wireless communication system, what we now call the Internet, but in the late 1800s. This idea seemed like science fiction. Tesla even dreamed of providing free energy to the entire world. He built a tower called Wardenclyffe in New York to transmit electricity wirelessly. But the project ran out of funding, and the tower was never completed. Nikola Tesla was not just an inventor, he was a thinker, a visionary, and someone who believed in the mysteries of the universe. One of his most famous ideas is connected to the numbers 3, 6, and 9. Tesla believed these numbers held the key to unlocking the secrets of the universe. Why 3, 6, and 9? Tesla once said, "If you only knew the magnificence of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, you would have the key to the universe." But what did he mean by this? Let's break it down. Tesla was fascinated by patterns in nature, mathematics, and energy. He believed that everything in the universe could be understood through numbers. In his studies, he noticed that 3, 6, and 9 appeared in mysterious ways. 3 represents creation and growth, 6 represents balance and harmony, and 9 represents enlightenment and spiritual connection. Together, these numbers formed a powerful triad that Tesla believed governed the universe. Tesla noticed something extraordinary in mathematics. Consider doubling patterns. If you start with 1 and keep doubling, you get a sequence like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on. When you reduce these numbers to a single digit, e.g., 16 becomes 1 plus 6 equals 7. The sequence becomes 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1. Notice that 3, 6, and 9 are missing from this pattern. Tesla believed they existed on a higher plane of energy outside this cycle. Another example is the circle and 360 degrees. A circle has 360 degrees. When you add 3 plus 6 plus 0, you get 9. No matter how you divide a circle, the sum of the angles always reduces to 3, 6, or 9. Tesla believed these numbers were special because they appeared everywhere in the natural world, from the shape of galaxies to the structure of atoms. Tesla applied his 369 principle to his work with energy and vibrations. He believed that the universe operated on frequencies and that 3, 6, and 9 were the master frequencies. He famously said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." For Tesla, these numbers were not just mathematical. They were the building blocks of reality. Many people today use Tesla's 369 principle as a way to manifest their goals and dreams. The idea is simple: write your goal 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. For example, if you want to learn English fluently, you would write, "I am a confident English speaker." By focusing on your goal and aligning your thoughts with the power of 3, 6, and 9, people believe they can attract their desires into reality. We may never fully understand why Tesla was so fascinated by these numbers, but his belief in their power continues to inspire people worldwide. Whether through mathematics, energy, or manifestation techniques, the magic of 3, 6, and 9 reminds us to look for patterns, trust in the universe, and dream big. As Tesla said, "The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all the previous centuries of its existence." What can we learn from Tesla's 3269 secret? First, think beyond limits. Tesla's ideas were unconventional, but he wasn't afraid to explore the unknown. Second, pay attention to patterns. The universe is full of hidden connections. If you look closely, you'll find them. Third, believe in possibilities. Tesla believed in the power of thought, energy, and numbers. His vision encourages us to dream and act boldly. Why didn't Tesla marry? Tesla often said that he didn't have time for relationships. He believed that women were intelligent and powerful, but he feared that being in love would distract him from his work. He once said, "I do not think you can name many great inventions made by married men." Tesla admired women from a distance, but preferred solitude. He believed his mind worked best when he was free from emotional attachments. He focused all his energy on his inventions and dreams, saying science was his true love. Though Tesla didn't have close relationships with people, he found comfort in animals, especially pigeons. In his later years, Tesla would walk to the park every day and feed the pigeons. Among them, there was one special white pigeon that he cared for deeply. He said, "I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me. As long as I had her, there was purpose in my life." One day, the pigeon fell ill, and Tesla stayed up all night caring for her. When she died, he felt as if his own life had lost its meaning. This connection shows Tesla's sensitive and emotional side hidden behind his genius mind. Tesla gave away the rights to many of his patents to help his business partners, especially George Westinghouse, who had supported him during the War of the Currents. This decision left Tesla without the fortune he deserved. In the final years of his life, Tesla lived alone in a small hotel room in New York City. He spent his days feeding pigeons, writing letters, and thinking about new ideas. Despite his solitude, his mind remained sharp, and he continued to dream of ways to improve the world. Tesla invented many things that were ahead of his time, such as wireless electricity, flying machines, and even ideas for renewable energy. But without funding, most of these projects remained unfinished. On January 7, 1943, at the age of 86, Nikola Tesla passed away in his hotel room. He died alone with no money and little recognition. However, his contributions to science and technology were undeniable. After his death, the world began to realize the importance of his work. Scientists, engineers, and inventors studied his ideas, and his legacy grew stronger with each passing year. Today, Nikola Tesla is celebrated as one of the greatest inventors in history. His work laid the foundation for modern electricity, wireless communication, and countless other technologies. The Tesla unit, used to measure magnetic fields, is named in his honor. Even the company Tesla Inc., which makes electric cars, is named after him as a tribute to his vision of clean and sustainable energy. What can we learn from Tesla's life? First, follow your passion. Tesla's love for science drove him to create inventions that changed the world. He didn't care about money or fame. He cared about making a difference. Second, overcome challenges. Tesla faced betrayal, financial struggles, and loneliness, but he never gave up. He kept working toward his dreams, no matter how difficult life became. Third, think big. Tesla didn't just solve small problems, he dreamed of transforming the world. His vision inspires us to think beyond limits and aim for greatness. Finally, stay true to yourself. Tesla lived an unconventional life. He didn't follow society's expectations. Instead, he followed his own path. Nikola Tesla's life teaches us that success is not about wealth or popularity. It's about the impact you make on the world. Tesla gave us the gift of electricity, the foundation of modern technology, and a vision of a better future. If you ever feel like giving up, remember Nikola Tesla. He faced rejection, loneliness, and failure, but he kept moving forward. He believed in his dreams when no one else did. You too can achieve greatness. Dream big, work hard, and never give up. Who knows, maybe one day your name will be remembered alongside Tesla's as someone who changed the world. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through Tesla's life. If you've learned something new or feel inspired, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that motivate and educate. See you in the next video.